નમસ્કાર, હું આદર્શ છું. વેલકમ ટુ આદર્શ એજ્યુકેશન સોસાયટી.
Hello students, let us study today exercise 5.3 question number 19. This is the topic of standard 10 chapter number 5 arithmetic progressions. Okay, so what is the question? The question is 200 logs are stacked in the following manner: 20 logs in the bottom row, 19 in the next row, 18 in the row next to it, and so on. In how many rows are the 200 logs placed, and how many logs are in the top row? So there is a diagram given in the question. So 200 logs of wooden is arranged in such a manner that in the first row, in the bottom row, there are 20 logs. Then after, on that 20 logs, 19 logs are there. On that 18 logs are there. On that 17. In this way, total 200 logs are arranged. So we have to find out that in how many rows the logs are arranged, and in the first topmost row, how many logs are there in the topmost row. So here we have given the sum of the all the logs, and total of the logs, that is equals to 200. We can consider it as a Sn. What we have to find out? How many rows are there? So we have to find out the value of n. Another thing we have to find out is An. An means in last row how many rows, how many logs are there. So first of all we have to find out the value of n. As we find out the value of n, from that we can find out the value of An. So now our AP will become in this way, like first row, that is 20 logs. So the first term will be the 20. After that 19 logs are that. So this is the second term, this is the third term. So in this way this AP is occurred here. So the first term value A is equals to 20. Common difference D is equals to 90 minus 20, that is equals to minus 1. So now according to the formula of Sn, Sn is equals to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So from this formula, by putting all the values, we can find out the value of n. So put all the values. Sn is equals to 200, n by 2, n we have to find out 2a. A is 20, so 2 20s are 40. N minus 1 remains as it is, d is equals to minus 1. Now take this 2 to the left hand side, it will multiply with 200. So we will get 200 2s are 400. N will remain as it is in the bracket, 40 will remain as it is. This minus 1 will multiply to this bracket. Minus 1 into n, minus n, minus 1 into minus 1, plus 1. So simplifying this, we will get 40 plus 1, that is equals to 41. So 400 is equals to n in the bracket, 41 minus n. Now multiply this n in the bracket, we will get 400 is equals to 41n minus n into n is equals to n square. So by taking both this term to the left hand side, we will get n square as a plus, 41n as a minus, 400 will remain plus, is equals to 0. So now this will become an quadratic equation. So let us solve it by splitting the middle term. Factorize the 400 such that the addition of both the factor will become 41. So we can factorize the 400 as a 25 into 16. 25 16s are 400. So n square minus 25n minus 16n plus 400 is equals to 0. Take a common n from both these terms. N is the common, in the bracket what will remain? N minus 25. From these two terms, take 16 as a common. Also n minus 25 is remain in this bracket. That is equals to 0. So n25 is in the one bracket, n minus 16 will remain in the second bracket, is equals to 0. Now as we compare the n minus 25 with the 0, we will get the value of n is equals to 25. Again we compare the n minus 16 with the 0, we get the value of n is equals to 16. Now notice it, here we get the two values of n. One is 25, one is 16. So is it possible that two values of n are possible? currently both the values are the whole numbers. So we have to consider both the values. From that value of n, we have to find out the value of an, and we have to check the value of an. After that, we can decide that which value of n is possible. Okay? Okay, so two values of n, that is n is equals to 25 and n is equals to 16. Let us find out the value first of all for the n is equals to 16. So a16. What is a16? A plus 15 into d. Now we have the value of a, that is equals to 20, and common difference is equals to minus 1. So we will get here 20 minus 15, total is equals to 5. Value of a16 is equals to 5. Now let us find out the value of a25, that is equals to a plus 24d. So a is 20, d is minus 1, 20 minus 24, that is equals to minus 4. So what is this a25, or what we are actually finding? The number of logs that are in the topmost row. So that is a natural number, that is a whole number. So is it possible that minus 4 value is? No, it is not possible. So this value of first value of number of log is not possible. So which value of n is possible? Value of n is equals to 16 is the right answer, and for that the number of logs we get a16 is equals to 5. So in the first row there are 5 logs, right? So in this way we can solve this type of question. Okay? Okay, let us study the question number 20. And what is the question? The question is, in a potato race, a bucket is placed at the starting point, which is 5 meters from the first potato, and the other potatoes are placed 3 meters apart in a straight line. There are 10 potatoes in the line, according to the diagram. A competitor starts from the bucket, pick up the nearest potato, run back with it, drop it in the bucket. Run back to pick up the next potato, run to the bucket, drop in it, and she continues in the same way until all the potatoes are in the bucket. What is the total distance the competitor has to run? So here there is a situation of the competition of the potato race. So this is the bucket. This is the starting point. From this point, at the 5-meter distance, first potato is placed. After that, at the distance of 3 meter, another potato is placed. Then after 3 meter, again the third potato. After 3 meter, fourth. In the same way, 10 potatoes are placed, which are all equal distance of 3 meter. Only the first potato is at 5 meter distance from the starting point. So what the competitor has to do? Competitor has to start to run from the starting point, go for to pick up the first potato, run back to the bucket, put the potato in the bucket. Second time also she has to run up to the second potato, run back and put the potato in the bucket. In this way she has to pick all the 10 potatoes and put it into the bucket. So what we have to find out? We have to find out that how much distance she travel while doing this competition. Okay, so first of all we have to consider that how much distance will she run in the first time. See, this is the starting point. If she go for to pick up the first potato and run back, the total distance she covered is 10 meter. First 5 meter is to pick up the potato. Second 5 meter distance is to put the potato in the bucket. So total 10 meter of the distance she has to travel. For to pick up the second potato, now she will again start from this, because after putting the first potato, she is now at the starting point again. So now she will run how much distance? 5 plus 3. Total 8 meter distance. Again she has to cover the 8 meter distance to to put the potato in the bucket. So total 8 plus 8, 16 meter she has to travel. For the third potato, 5 plus 3 plus 3, that is equals to 5 plus 3, 8 plus 11. So 11 meters she has to go, 11 meters she has to come again to the starting point. So total distance she travel is equals to 20. In this manner, she has to travel for the 10 potato. So what we get here? First number is 10, second is 16, third is 22, fourth is 28. So this will become an AP. See, first term of this AP is 10, common difference is 6, because 16 minus 10 is equals to 6, 22 minus 16 again is equals to 6, 28 minus 22 again is equals to 6. So this will become an AP. So now we have to add all the terms of this AP. And how many terms are there? 10, because 10 potatoes are placed there. And what we have to find out? S10. That is the sum of these terms, all the terms. And that sum will give the answer that how much distance she traveled during this potato race. Understand? Okay. So let us use the formula Sn is equals to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. S10, n is equals to 10, 10 upon 2, 2 into a is again 10, n minus 1, n minus 1 is equals to 9 and d is equals to 6. So 10 2s are 20, 9 6 are 54, 2 5s are 10. 20 plus 54 is equals to 74, 5 into 74 is equals to 370. So this is the sum of the first 10 term of this AP. And what is this? All are the distance covered by the participant. So total distance traveled or covered by the competitor is equals to 370 meter. Understand? Okay. So in this way we can solve this type of questions. Okay. So this is all about this lecture and this is all about this chapter. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.